Hello, friends, and welcome to the weekly Prepper Pantry Haul. This is the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee, and this is the week ending Saturday, the 29th, I believe, of March 2025. So I had a doctor's appointment or some sort of test every single day last week. I mean, my time at the doctor's been unbelievable this last week, and we're trying to figure out what's causing this pain. But I am on antibiotics again. So since I'm on antibiotics, one of the things I did was I took my Jace case and my contingency medical case and in with me to the doctor and asked him to review my medications and make sure none had expired. And everything is still good to go. So one of the things that I'm looking at is, gosh, things are looking bad as far as the world. And I have a feeling that here in the near future, we're going to have some critical shortages, and those shortages could include medical supplies. So it doesn't matter which one you get. There are links for both of these down in the description down below, but get some antibiotics to have on hand should anything happen. One of my biggest fears, so I'll share with you my three biggest fears. Number one is going to be rampant infections caused by people not being able to take care of waste, whether that be human waste or other trash or anything like that, just the diseases that are going to be caused by that. And this is a solution for that. One of the solutions is after you get the disease, then making sure you have the proper antibiotics. But of course, studying up and being able to avoid it, prevent it, is even more important than that. My second fear is rodent and insect control. I think that they're going to run rampant once we don't have the normal prophylactic care as far as preventive as well as poison and things like that we have now. So I think that the rodents and the insects will be just very difficult to handle. That's why you see a lot of insecticides and other rodent control things in my occasional prepper pantry hauls. And the third one is fire control. Right now we have a hard enough time controlling fires from one building to the next structurally as they spread. So, making sure you have good fire control is going to be essential as well. But make sure you get either Jace or contingency medical, either one. Just make sure you have the right antibiotics. There are little guides inside on how to kind of diagnose it in an shtf situation and which one to use. I did get the newest April listings out for Thrive Life and what the sales are going to be. And it looks like I'm running out of ink on my printer. Some of the notable things are going to be pulled pork is on sale, 35% off. So I'm going to get a number 10 can of that. Chopped onions, I have plenty. Sausage crumbles, I have plenty. Banana slices, I have plenty. Blueberries, I was on a blueberry roll there for a while. That's all I ordered, one every month. And so that's one of Helen's favorites. So of course we have plenty of that. Mushroom pieces, we got plenty of that. Sour cream, I'm going to order one. Instant white rice, we do all rice, and we get our rice from if we're going to do long-term storage, we get it from LDS Provident Living Center. Otherwise, we get it from Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco. And then instant milk is still 50% off, so I recommend you get some of that. So what are we getting? We're getting the number 10 can of pulled pork, a PC of instant milk, a PC of sour cream powder. I'm getting a PC of grapes, applesauce, peach slices, squash, a PC of tomatoes, and then a package of chicken teriyaki and rice, and that's instant. Just add hot water, let it seep for 10 minutes, and then you have a meal for three, although I'm going to say it's actually a meal for two. I was looking for new steno pads, and I stopped by one of the dollar stores and accidentally came upon this, and this is just unbelievable. I didn't know I had it until I got it home and opened it. I'm going to go back and buy more of these. They're only $1.25 each, but you can write on both sides, front and back, and just really great for note keeping. It's going to be really good for my ham shack. So I want to get more of those. They get in two new books. I had loaned my copy of the DDK to somebody else. This is basically the church as it existed from about 50 AD up until 200 AD. So this is basically how they worshipped. So this is from the apostles. It is not part of the Bible. That's totally different. And then I also got another copy of Antiquities of the Jews by Flavius Josephus. This is the Roman historian who talks about the crucifixion of Jesus. So it's not a small book, believe me. So that's kind of the reading materials. Some color-coded 3x5 cards, some mini note tablets, and then some 4x6 cards. I guess these are replaced the 5x8s that we had when I was younger. I was at the Bell County Preparedness meeting, and Methane Creator, who kind of heads up that group, showed us how he uses pencil sharpeners. He actually uses the Carpenter pencil sharpener, and then he puts a twig in his handheld battery-operated drill, like it was a drill bit, and then runs it through a pencil sharpener, and he gets all kinds of nice shavings for tinder for his fires. So I bought 6 of these. One of these is going to go in each one of our get-home bags or bug-out bags. And then we're going to have some here at the house as well. I did something. I don't know what it was I did. I responded to something. So I got this miniature multi-tool, and they also sent a tack light. This is USB rechargeable. So I like any kind of flashlight that's USB rechargeable. Oh, by the way, I was watching Suspicious Observer, and he's changed his name. I forget what he's changed his name to. But anyhow, the sun had one of the largest solar eruptions that we have ever seen. It was humongous. Thank God it was at a 90-degree angle away from the Earth. Now, the bad news is that the sun is rotating towards Earth, and of course the Earth is in its, what do you call it? The Earth is moving towards that spot that had that big eruption. So let's hope it doesn't happen again, or we could have a major CME. Okay, some of the other stuff we've got, I got some more connectors for my ham, for my antenna and everything else. I have a gold kit that tells me the purity of gold, so and I have a pair of scales, and I have a jeweler's eye, so I can pretty much do a good assessment of gold. What I didn't have was something where I could do a good assessment of silver. So I bought these magnets, and that will help me as far as taking a look at weight plus magnetization. I can determine whether or not something is silver plated or actual silver. Another canister, so when we open a can of PC, whatever, with our Thrive Life, we can put that in a vacuum seal. Bag of Skittles, got some butane fuel for the indoor cooker, some clear lamp oil, 2 bottles, as well as some more wick material for the lantern. I did order a new lantern, and it hasn't arrived yet. It's a Feuerhand German steel lantern, so I hope that gets here shortly. Another can of chicken for the girls, the Chihuahuas, that goes with their rice. Some pineapple slices so I can make a pineapple upside down cake in the Dutch oven. I told you this is on sale on Amazon. So just do it for small solar chargers. This is my second one. So I've got 2 of these solar chargers. They can do any of your small electronic devices. They can charge them. So it's on sale for like $30, half off or something like that. It was just unbelievable. So I said, I was looking at it to show you what I had and found it on sale. I said, gosh, I got to order that. A can of enchilada soup from Old El Paso. A can of cream of celery soup. Why did I get cream of celery soup? Well, because I don't know why. I was looking at recipes, and I'm collecting recipes, and I print them out and I put them in a plastic sleeve, and then I put those in my recipe 3-ring binder, and they had hash brown and pork chop casserole. So I said, gosh, can I take that hash brown and pork chop casserole? And this is before I found out that pulled pork was going to be on sale. And then substitute pulled pork for the pork chops and do that casserole in my Dutch oven. And I thought, wow, that's a great recipe. So I got that, but it calls for a can of cream of celery soup. So I'm going to start getting cream of celery soup 1 a week here till we get about 6 of those. And I'm going to try this recipe first and see how that tastes. 10 pounds of sugar, 5 pounds of cornmeal, and we can make cornmeal mush with that, or we can make cornbread, we can make corn muffins, whatever. I went on a vacuum sealing spree Thursday, and it was an entire month's worth of stuff that needed to be vacuum sealed. So I needed more vacuum sealing, what would you call it? storage rolls. Okay. Got some more salt. When I buy my salt, one of my criteria is on the back, I look for the ingredients, and the ingredients have to say salt, only salt, nothing else. No anti-caking agents. I don't want anything else in my salt. I just want salt. I don't want iodine or anything else. I picked up another alarm clock. This is battery operated, only $5. That is to replace my wind-up alarm clock that I had from Germany from 1977-ish. I finally wound it too tight, and I guess and the spring broke. And so I would like to have two wind-up alarm clocks, but just so I can make sure I have the accurate time. Can't find any good wind-up analog alarm clocks. They're all battery operated. So I finally decided to get this AA battery operated alarm clock. I'll put a AA battery in it after an EMP or CME, but not before. And then they had these on sale at Academy, so I picked up a box of them. 50 rounds for $20. I thought that was a real good deal. Typically, you're going to get around 20 rounds for $11 or $12. So I figured 50 for 20. That's a darn good deal. So I picked up 50 rounds of 223. Now remember, 223 that's basically a different, very slightly different chambering process and a lower chamber pressure. So 223 can go into a 556 chambered pew, but 556 should not be run in a 223 chambered. So your 223 chambered typically are going to be things like the Ruger Mini 14 and the Henry Long. They have a lever action 22. I've also got a Springfield bolt action. That was the very first rifle I ever got in my life. I broke the stock though. I was pretending like I was going to use it for like the M1 Garand for a drill team when I was in high school, and broke the stock. So it's got a little bit of a chip on the stock. But anyhow, that's what we've gotten this last week in preparation for SHTF. I hope you all are well. Don't forget, share what you're doing. Give me your recommendations. Are there things that I'm missing and things that you're doing that you think I need to be aware of? I've got 4 tomato plants. They're doing extremely well. I'm going to try to get the carrots in the ground today, as well as the squash and some potatoes. So remember that we're all in this together, so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other, because togetherness is the key. Take care. Bye-bye.